Have you ever felt an inexplicable urge, a subtle nudge from deep within, trying to capture your attention? It's as if something within you is desperately trying to communicate, but the message remains just out of reach, elusive and unclear. This feeling is more than just intuition. It's your higher self, a wise and guiding presence that exists within each of us. It seeks to lead you toward a path of fulfillment, purpose, and alignment with your true essence. But why is it so hard to listen? Why do we so often ignore this inner voice? In the fast-paced chaos of modern life, we become disconnected from this profound source of guidance, often distracted by external noise and internal turmoil. Yet, the importance of tuning in, truly listening to this inner wisdom, cannot be overstated. It holds the key to living a life that is not only successful but also deeply satisfying and authentic. The power of the present moment. To truly hear your higher self, you must start by embracing the present moment. This might sound simple, but in reality, it's a profound and challenging task. The present moment is where life happens. It's the only time that truly exists. Yet, how often do we find ourselves lost in thoughts of the past or worries about the future? We live in a world that constantly pulls us away from the now, filling our minds with endless distractions. But consider this: when you are fully present, you become more attuned to the subtle messages your higher self is trying to convey. Imagine walking through a forest, your mind preoccupied with tomorrow's tasks or yesterday's regrets. You would likely miss the beauty around you, the rustling leaves, the vibrant colors, the scent of fresh earth. But if you pause, breathe deeply, and immerse yourself in the moment, everything changes. The world around you becomes vivid, alive, and you begin to notice things you previously overlooked. In the same way, being present allows you to hear your higher self, which speaks to you not through words, but through feelings, insights, and a deep sense of knowing. Embracing mindfulness. Mindfulness is more than just a buzzword. It's a powerful practice that can transform your life. At its core, mindfulness is about being fully engaged in whatever you are doing, without distraction or judgment. It's about bringing your full attention to the present moment, whether you're washing dishes, eating a meal, or simply sitting in silence. This practice can deepen your connection with your higher self. For instance, when you eat mindfully, you don't just consume food, you experience it. You savor each bite, noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas. Similarly, when you engage in any activity mindfully, you open yourself up to the wisdom of your higher self. This wisdom is always available to you, but it requires your full attention to be heard. The ancient Zen practice of making tea is a perfect example of mindfulness in action. Every step, from boiling the water to pouring the tea, is done with care and attention. This simple act becomes a meditation, a way to center yourself and connect with your inner guidance. By living mindfully, you create space for your higher self to speak, and for you to listen. The quieting of the ego. One of the biggest obstacles to hearing your higher self is the constant chatter of the ego. The ego is that part of us that clings to past regrets and future anxieties, that seeks validation and fears rejection. It is loud, insistent, and often drowns out the quiet voice of our higher self. But when you focus on the present moment, the ego's hold weakens. You begin to see through its illusions and connect with a deeper part of yourself. Your higher self is not concerned with what others think of you, or with the material success the ego so desperately craves. Instead, it guides you towards what is truly important, living in alignment with your true values, pursuing your passions, and nurturing your relationships. By quieting the ego, you allow your higher self to take the lead, steering you towards a life of authenticity and purpose. The wisdom of intuition. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling, a knowing that doesn't come from logical reasoning. It is a direct line to your higher self, offering insights and guidance that are beyond the reach of the analytical mind. Many great thinkers, from ancient sages to modern philosophers, have recognized the power of intuition. They understood that there is a source of wisdom within us that transcends logic and reason, a wisdom that can guide us to make the right choices, even when they defy conventional thinking. Your intuition is like a compass, pointing you towards your true north. But to use it effectively, you must learn to listen. This requires stillness, reflection, and a willingness to trust your inner voice, even when it goes against the grain. The more you tune into your intuition, the stronger it becomes. The practice of stillness in a world that values constant activity and productivity, stillness can feel uncomfortable, even threatening. Yet, it is in moments of stillness that we can hear the voice of our higher self most clearly. Stillness is not just the absence of movement or noise, it is a state of being that allows us to connect with our inner world. It is in stillness that we can reflect, gain perspective, and access the deep well of wisdom within us. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to cultivate stillness. By sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, you create a space in which your higher self can emerge. At first, you may find it difficult to quiet your mind. Thoughts will arise, and you may feel restless or distracted. The journey of self-discovery, listening to your higher self, is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong journey of self-discovery. It requires patience, persistence, and a commitment to personal growth. Along the way, you will encounter challenges and obstacles, but these are not meant to deter you. Instead, they are opportunities for learning and growth, helping you to become more attuned to your inner wisdom. As you journey deeper into yourself, you will uncover hidden aspects of your psyche, parts of yourself that you may have ignored or suppressed. This is where shadow work comes in. Shadow work is the process of bringing these hidden aspects to light, integrating them into your conscious awareness, and embracing them as part of your whole self. This work is not easy, but it is essential for true self-understanding and inner harmony. The role of dreams in self-understanding. Dreams have long been regarded as a window into the soul, a way for our subconscious mind to communicate with us. Throughout history, dreams have been a source of guidance, inspiration, and revelation. They offer insights into our deepest desires, fears, and aspirations, often revealing truths that we are not yet ready to acknowledge in our waking life. Engaging with your dreams can be a powerful way to connect with your higher self. By keeping a dream journal and reflecting on the symbols and themes that appear in your dreams, you can gain a deeper understanding of your inner world. Dreams speak in the language of symbols, which can be challenging to interpret. But with practice, you can learn to decipher their meaning and apply their wisdom to your life. Recognizing synchronicities. Synchronicities are those moments when seemingly unrelated events come together in a meaningful way, almost as if the universe is sending you a message. These events are more than just coincidences. They are signs that you are on the right path, that you are in tune with the flow of life. Recognizing and interpreting these synchronicities can be a powerful way to connect with your higher self. They often appear when you are at a crossroads or facing a significant decision, offering guidance and affirmation. But to notice them, you must be attentive and open to the possibilities. Keeping a journal of these synchronicities can help you see patterns and gain a deeper understanding of how your higher self communicates with you. Embracing silence. In our noisy world, silence is a rare and precious commodity. Yet, it is in silence that we can connect most deeply with our higher self. Silence allows us to step away from the distractions and demands of daily life, creating a space in which we can listen to our inner voice. Embracing silence can be challenging, especially if you are used to a busy, noisy environment. But by setting aside regular times for silence, whether through meditation, a silent retreat, or simply spending time in nature, you can deepen your connection with your higher self. The wisdom of shadow work. Shadow work is the process of exploring and integrating the darker, often hidden aspects of our psyche. These aspects, known as the shadow, represent the parts of ourselves that we may have rejected, ignored, or suppressed. Yet, they hold valuable insights and wisdom that can help us understand ourselves more fully. Engaging in shadow work is not easy. It requires courage, honesty, and the willingness to face uncomfortable truths. Conclusion: your higher self awaits. The journey to connect with your higher self is not a destination, but a lifelong process of self-discovery and growth. It requires patience, persistence, and a commitment to living in alignment with your true values and desires. But the rewards are immense: a life filled with purpose, authenticity, and deep fulfillment. By embracing the practices outlined in this book, mindfulness, stillness, shadow work, and more, you can deepen your connection with your higher self and unlock the wisdom and guidance that lies within you. Your higher self is always there, waiting for you to listen, to hear its voice, and to follow its lead. The time to begin is now.